I grew up in Toronto, Canada. I went to the University of Western Ontario where I met my wife. I spent time in the Army 4 years. I thought that was going to be my career. I went to university college in Canada. Do I look like, sound like, act like an accountant? Really, no. And I'll tell you, that was a misstep. I realized this was not going to be my future by noon on day one, but I had to get enough money and experience. I got into some sales, started my own brokerage company, and then found real estate. That journey took me a few years, but when I found the real estate industry, I realized that I'd found the people, the industry, the culture that I really liked. I enjoyed it. My daughter says to me when I walk into a room full of realtors, "You're home." And that's my home. So I met with the owner of RE/MAX, and he told me about how big the business was in New England. 6 offices and about 60 agents. At RE/MAX, this was all self-education. There were no books that were available. There was nowhere I could go to get any information, but I seemed to know the path to go forward to how to do that. In 7 years, we went from 6 offices to 250 offices and 2,500 agents. RE/MAX wanted to start a European operation, and because I had the fastest growing, most efficient region in the United States, they'd like to offer that opportunity to me. I made the decision to go to Europe and take a look. We eventually moved my family to Vienna, and I became the proud Chief Operating Officer of RE/MAX Europe. In 5 years, we went to 27 different countries and 10,500 agents. The number 1 business for real estate in Europe. I was very lucky then to be asked to move to the corporate office in Denver, Colorado, and I became the Executive Vice President of the worldwide operations. I realized in Denver that the culture that I was involved in at RE/MAX was not the culture that was my family. It's a very different company. I left RE/MAX and I worked for the University of Colorado, the JP Morgan School of Business, and I taught in their business school, their MBA program for a year. I started getting phone calls from a company called Keller Williams. The first call I answered, I said, "You're the competition. I don't like you. I don't know Gary Keller. I don't like your colors, and stop calling me. I don't want to talk to you." Every Tuesday and Thursday at 9:30 in the morning, I would get a call from somebody at Keller Williams. 1 month, 3 months, 7 months, 9 months. Then you start listening. Then they start asking you questions. Then you start to feel valuable. Then you feel like you're moving from one family, an environment, and a culture to another one. And all of a sudden I realized after 4 or 5 or 6 months, I'm a slow learner, that Keller Williams was a nice place. And the people calling me were nice people. So I came to a mega camp in August in Austin, Texas. So as I got to that mega camp and started talking to the people and walking the hallways and meeting some of these senior executives, I realized this was my home. To become the president of Keller Williams Worldwide, to be given the opportunity of doing things around the world within the culture and the environment of Keller Williams has been the ultimate fulfillment of what I've always wanted to do. I get to work with wonderful people. We get information and support. We have a culture, and we have a drive and desire to change people's lives.